number 649. Redeemed. Let's sing number 649. Let's stand. Let's stand and sing it out. Redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Redeemed, how I love to proclaim it, His child, and forever I am. Redeemed and Lamb. Redeemed, how I love to proclaim it, His child, and forever I am. I think of my blessed Redeemer, I think of Him all the day long, for I cannot be silent, His love is the theme of my song. Redeemed, redeemed. We're going to continue on from our lesson last week, and we started a lesson on the church. All about the church, covering the importance of the church, the autonomy of the church, membership in the church, and faithfulness to the church. So much information in this lesson, and last week we had an exciting Thursday. Half an hour into the message, we got a call, the dump is on fire. So our whole volunteer fire department went out and sprayed water on the fire, and it's still smoldering away, but it seems like we're okay right now. So the church, and I've got a definition for you today. I didn't have it quite ready last week, and there's many definitions, good definitions that I've heard, but just one to kind of get your mind wrapped around what is a church. And the definition I have here for you is a group of saved, born-again believers. Now, I know that's kind of a double there, saved and born again, but it's good to be clear in our world today. Saved, born-again believers, scripturally baptized, who are united together to fulfill the Great Commission. And last week, I mentioned what the Great Commission is, if you're not familiar with it, and you find it, I think, in 5 different places. In Acts, in John, in Mark, and in Luke. Maybe it's only 4 different places that you find the Great Commission, where Jesus told the New Testament church to go forward proclaiming the gospel to the whole world. And so that's our Great Commission. As New Testament believers, as part of a New Testament local church, we have the commission to proclaim the truth. And last week we looked at the importance of the church. Number, or letter A as I have it here, is that Jesus Christ established the church. He established it while He was on earth. He laid the foundation for it. And after His ascension, you see that the church through Acts taking form as it was growing and things were changing through the book of Acts. But Jesus established it, and He's the one that gave us the Great Commission to local churches, to the New Testament church. He gave us the Great Commission. And also, letter B, that the church is the pillar and ground of truth. And we covered that in more detail last week, but I have here simplified 3 things to remember: that the church is to guard it, that's the truth, guard the truth, train in the truth, and proclaim the truth. So guard it, train it, and proclaim it. So this is our duty as a church. You know, it's one thing for someone to go to a church and attend it all the time, and everybody's happy to go to church. But if that local assembly of believers, saved, born-again believers that are scripturally baptized, if they don't carry out the Great Commission, which is reproducing churches by sending out missionaries, growing their congregation through reaching their local area, and through that they raise up people who are called by God to be missionaries. If they don't do that, the gospel will not be proclaimed locally or throughout the whole world. Letter C, we looked at that the church, the topic of the church is the central theme of Acts through Revelation. You can't read the New Testament and not realize that the church is a central theme throughout the entire thing, because you know the church is separate from Israel. It's distinct from Israel. In the Old Testament time, era, or what's the word I'm looking for? Dispensation. You have the Old Testament being the, lost another word there, the organization, or the institution is the word I was looking for, the institution through which God was reaching the world. He used Israel at one point in time through in the land they were to be in, through the temple, and through their method of worship, and through the law. That's how they were to reach the world and show them who God was. But now Israel has been set aside. They're set aside. They're not the main theme or the main thing that's going on in the world today. God's put them aside because they rejected the Messiah. So now they're just kind of off on their own. And the main institution through which God is working today is local New Testament churches. The church.